Hello, my name is Jiso, and I'm reading Master Dōgen's Shōbōgenzō. Yesterday we were doing Bukkyo, and he was talking about the three vehicles and the 12 divisions of the teaching. So, to quote one from among innumerable examples of those three vehicles and 12 divisions of the teaching, it is as follows. The three vehicles. First, the vehicle of the Shravaka, who attains the way of Bodhi through the four truths. The four truths are the truth of suffering, the truth of accumulation, the truth of cessation, and the truth of the way. Hearing these and practicing these, Shravakas traverse and attain release from birth, aging, sickness, and death, and they realize the ultimate parinirvana. The assertion that in the practice of these four truths, suffering and accumulation are secular, while cessation and the way are paramount, is the view and opinion of teachers of commentaries. Providing that the four truths are practiced in accordance with the Buddha Dharma, the four truths are each of Buddhas alone together with Buddhas. The four truths are each the Buddha Dharma abiding in the place of the Dharma. Sorry, it was just the Dharma abiding in the place of the Dharma. Sorry, I'm going to start that sentence again. I've lost my way. Providing that the four truths are practiced in accordance with the Buddha Dharma, the four truths are each of Buddhas alone together with Buddhas. The four truths are each the Dharma abiding in the place of the Dharma. The four truths are each real form, and the four truths are each the Buddha nature. For this reason, they are utterly beyond discussion of being without the nature, non-becoming, and so forth, because the four truths are each completely beyond necessity. Second, the vehicle of the Pratyeka Buddha, who attains parinirvana through 12-fold dependent origination. 12-fold dependent origination means 1. Ignorance, 2. Action, 3. Consciousness, 4. Name and form, 5. The six senses, 6. Contact, 7. Feeling, 8. Love, 9. Taking, 10. Coming into existence, 11. Birth, 12. Aging and death. While practicing these 12 causes, causing dependent origination to occur in the past, present and future, we take causes one by one and, though not discussing a subject who reflects or an object that is reflected, we investigate them in practice, at which time they are the turning of the wheel of complete non-necessity, and they are the causes as complete non-necessity. Remember, if ignorance is the one mind, then action, consciousness, and so on are also the one mind. If ignorance is cessation, then action, consciousness, and so on are also cessation. If ignorance is nirvana, then action, consciousness, and so on are also nirvana. Because appearance is also disappearance, we make such assertions as these. Even ignorance is a word that speaks. Consciousness, name and form, and so on are also like this. Remember, ignorance, action, and so on are, I have an axe and would like to live with you on this mountain. Ignorance, action, consciousness, and so on are, when I set out, I received the Master's permission and now I would like to receive the axe. Third, the vehicle of the Bodhisattva who accomplishes Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi through the teaching, practice and experience of the 6 paramitas. The meaning of this accomplishing is beyond becoming, beyond non-becoming, beyond initiation, beyond new creation, beyond age-old creation, beyond original practice and beyond non-doing. It is just to accomplish Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. The 6 paramitas means Dana Paramita, Sila Paramita, Kasanti Paramita, Vira Paramita, Dhyana Paramita, and Prajna Paramita. Each of these is the supreme state of Bodhi and is beyond discussion of non-birth and non-becoming. We do not always see Dana as the first and Prajna as the last. A sutra says, a keen-witted bodhisattva can see Prajna as the first and Dana as the last. A dull-witted bodhisattva only sees Dana as the first and Prajna as the last. At the same time, Kasanti might also be first, and Dhyana might also be first. There might be 36 realizations of the paramitas, from each a trap being realized. The meaning of paramita is the far shore having arrived. The far shore is beyond the semblance or trace of going and coming, but its arrival is realized. Arrival is the universe. Do not think that practice leads to the far shore. Practice exists on the far shore. Therefore, if we are practicing, the far shore has arrived, because this practice invariably is equipped with the power of realization of the entire universe. The 12 divisions of the teaching, the sutras, also called the scriptures. 1 sutra here, called original scriptures. Sutra here called original scriptures. Gaya, here called praising over again, praising of a sutra in verse. Vyakarana, here called affirmation. Gata, here called chants. Here also called verses other than Gaya. They are like the poems and poems of praise of this region. Udana, here called spontaneous preaching without being asked. Sutras which are spontaneous preaching without being asked. Sacred human beings generally wait to be requested to preach the Dharma, but in this case they become unsolicited teachers of living beings, and so the preaching is spontaneous preaching without being asked. Again, the Buddha Dharma is so difficult to know that it is called unaskable. If it is not preached spontaneously, the many will not know it. In preaching for others, still again, sacred ones may not know what Dharma to preach for others. Therefore, they preach spontaneously without being asked, in order thereby to manifest preaching so profound that it is only realized in experience. Thus, by means of spontaneous preaching without being asked, sacred ones manifest what is to be disclosed. Number 6, Nidana, here called accounts of causes and circumstances. Sutras of causes and circumstances aim to clarify the method of the precepts and to show, on the basis of violations, what a transgression is. When the form of a transgression is evident, it is possible properly to establish discipline. This division also, though through causes and circumstances, clarifies what is to be disclosed. Avadana, here called parables. That was 7. 8. It's got no vowels. Itavertika, here called past episodes, here called accounts as they occurred or called past episodes. 9. Jataka, here called past lives. The events in past lives describe tales of deeds performed in former lives as a bodhisattva. The events in past episodes describe various concurrences in former ages. 10. Vyapulya, here called the exact and the wide. 11. Adbhuta Dharma, here called the unprecedented. And 12. Upadesa, here called discussion of doctrine. The Tathagata just directly preach for others Dharma, both fictional and factual, such as entry into the world of aggregates. This division is called Sutra. Sometimes with verses of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 words, he praised over again facts such as entry into the world of aggregates. This division is called Geya. Sometimes he directly affirmed things that would come to living beings in the future, even affirming, for instance, that pigeons and sparrows would become Buddha. This division is called Vyakarana. Sometimes with independent verses he affirmed facts such as entry into the world of aggregates. This division is called Gata. Sometimes without anyone asking he spontaneously preached the facts of the world. This division is called Udana. Sometimes he summarized non-virtuous facts of the world in order to consolidate the precepts. This division is called Nidana. Sometimes he used parables to preach the facts of the world. This division is called Avadana. Sometimes he related the facts of the world in the past. This division is called Itvertika. Sometimes he related the facts of lives received in the past. This division is called Jataka. Sometimes he preached on broad and great facts of the world. This division is called Vyapulya. Sometimes he preached on unprecedented facts of the world. This division is called Adbhuta Dharma. Sometimes he inquired critically into the facts of the world. This division is called Upadesa. These divisions are the realization of the world. For the delight of living beings, the Tathagata established the 12 divisions of the teaching. Okay, I'm going to finish that tomorrow. Also tomorrow I will be back in Blighty. Say goodbye to Copenhagen. Goodbye Copenhagen. Thank you for listening. Take care.